Hi everyone, it's Steven. I'm here at Sacred Grounds with Steve Genewick. Steve's a mix and recording engineer, and he's been mentoring me throughout the couple months. And we just had a mixing session here, and then I gave him a demo of the room, and he had a lot to digest, we'll say. But Steve, what was the first thing that, or what were some things that stood out to you right away?
Stood out. It's funny when we were actually mixing in here, I felt very comfortable. It's a comfortable room to sit in, and just speaking, it doesn't sound unnatural. It doesn't sound like sometimes you get that kind of weird boxy feeling when you're in a room that's overtreated. It doesn't sound like that. And I felt pretty confident when we were doing our little mixing that what we were hearing was true. When we actually went and you played me your demo on the big speakers, again, I felt the nice part about it is I felt that I wasn't listening to the speakers. It was just kind of music in the space. The speakers kind of went away, which is nice.
Absolutely.
I did hear some deficiencies in the low mids, and I'm not sure if that's the room or if it's the speakers or a combination of both or what it is. I'm suspecting it might be the speakers. Again, as we moved around the room, you could obviously get it to come back and depending on where you were.
Yeah.
But not drastically, which was nice. As you moved around it stayed pretty balanced. So,
you mentioned the subwoofers being in back, and how, have you seen that before, or was that something new?
I think it's something if I have seen it before, I didn't notice it. Usually they're up in front with the main speakers. In this case, the subwoofers they're down at a pretty low frequency, so they're just kind of extending the bottom end of the speakers. And the nice thing is I had to ask where they were.
Yeah, right.
So, which is good.
I always forget if they're around, man.
Yeah. And because of that, and I think that was because, again, I don't feel like everything's coming from the front of the room. It sounds very just, again, like the speakers are not there. It's just music in a space. And that is I think kind of a testament to the acoustic space, is that I didn't even know where the subwoofers were.
Yeah.
So they were just kind of there. And I liked that. It was very immersive. It felt pretty good.
You can move them around it, and I think that it may change different frequency ranges.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've kept them here just because that's where Dennis has kind of said, like, this is the spot.
Right.
And
I'm sure he's tried a bunch of different stuff. That's kind of what you have to do in a room, is move stuff around
tuning
and go,
it, so to speak.
I like it like this. And make it work for you, obviously. It has to ergonomically work for what you need.
What do you think of the soundstage as far as the diffusion panels, and the goal of Dennis's approach for this was definition and resolution, and we played that Elvis Presley song, and I always love that because of the snaps, and it's like
that part of it, the resolution, the clarity, and the imaging is fantastic. I mean, you really hear that, and the center mono, and you hear, you can hear the stuff on the outside. So that part of it is really good.
Beautiful.
I really like that. That's usually my, as I listen to different studios and different rooms, and God knows we've been in a ton of them. As we tune our speakers at the studio and stuff like that, the one thing that'll tip me off is that center image being, if the room sounds good, that center image will just lock right in. And it did that here. I mean, it sounded like the vocal was coming right out of the middro. So
beautiful.
There's that little microphone bag hanging there. It's it should sound like it's coming right out of that, and it does. So
that's the Bronner VM1S. I think we talked about
stereo one.
Yeah. Fantastic microphone.
It's a great mic. Yeah, we don't have a stereo one. Al has a mono one that we use all the time.
I'm sure it's just as great. But
yeah.
We keep it there, but we brought it in the middle and put it in Omni, and it just, this room for recording wise is pretty, I've found so far that smaller arrangements, like putting this organ, Leslie, in the middle, and then you put this Bronner, wherever you want in the front or the back half of it, it just picks up everything. And we had a drummer just kind of casually get on the drums. We had Sean Hurley, Alex Andrioni over, and they were playing, and then Ray just jumped on the kit, and he was like, are you going to hear the drums? And the Bronner was, where it's at now. And I was like, it'll be fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I think that's a testament to is the balancedness of it,
This would probably be a great room to cut vocals in.
Well, the foam, I mentioned it a bunch of times, but the foam is designed and curved for voice. That was his intention. So
yeah,
I hope
it's always different, playing back music and playing back stuff than it is recording in a natural space. So, but I'm sure this room, vocal probably sound great in here. It's got enough size to it where there's still air moving and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but it's not like pingy, which is nice. That's the diffusion. I'm assuming.
Well, we'll have to get you some panels, my man.
Maybe. I think we have some of these at the studio. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know where I'd put them in my house.
We'll stamp your name on it. Well, let's talk about your house and maybe something for Studio A or
to
whatever.
give them past my wife.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to.
Yeah.
We'll have to trick around that one.
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, that's it for me. You have anything else, or?
No.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below or email me at steven@acousticfields.com. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed our videos today, and if you did, we really would appreciate a thumbs up from you. If you have any questions or comments, you can go to the comment section, or you can go to our website, acousticfields.com, and fill out the contact form. Subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel. We're now doing 2 videos a week. If you have some ideas for topics, you can submit those to us also. If you're having room issues, we have that free room analysis. You can click on the button below, and we'll compare your room to our database of 120 built rooms that we built and actually measured, and I guarantee you your room is in that database. So just click on the button below for the free room analysis. Thank you.